Hi everyone, welcome to tonight's show. How are you all doing? I hope you all had a fabulous day. Tonight we're going to be looking at what the current energy around your money and love is at this time. I hope you all had a very productive and fabulous day, morning, evening, night, whenever you're listening or watching to this video. Let's get into it. Two of the areas people ask about the most are love and money, especially when something feels like it is beginning to shift. Tonight, we are taking a look at the current energy surrounding both and what is beginning to change around you right now. Let's get into it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's collective live stream show. I hope you all are doing well. If you would like a live reading, you can donate via the link in the chat. You can also donate via the PayPal, Cash App, Venmo on the screen. Please put your question with your donation. Also, I am also available for personal readings. A lot of you have been purchasing personal readings, booking phone readings as well. So if you would like any of those things, text me 703-791-9162. LamarrTownsendTarot.com is my website. Book me now, all right? Especially if you're watching the replay, okay? Let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. All right, y'all. Welcome to the show, everyone. Make sure you like the video, share, subscribe. The first question we're going to look into is, what is the current energy around your finances? Let's look at your money. Are you ready? Let's clock the T. Give me 1 second. I am going to take a quick bathroom break and let everyone come in the room. But the first thing we're going to look into is money, child. Okay? Hi, J Manuel. Hi, the Cap Ancestor. Just lit a tea light candle to Cleopatra. Yes, J Manuel. I'm good, the Cap Ancestor. How are you? How are you? How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome to the show. Yes, tonight is the pink full moon, and y'all wiped me out with the candles. Child. I had to go on a hunt to buy new candles. I got home, and then I had to do a reading, and it was getting close to. I had already scheduled a live. This is why I'm late, by the way. I had already scheduled a live. I thought I was done out running errands, getting candles and stuff like that. And I had a reading to do, a 30-minute reading, personal reading to do. And it turns out I needed more candles. So I was timing the reading to end before everything closed. And it was like 10 minutes before everything closed. But you know how sometimes the stores be real ghetto and will close 10 minutes before the closing time? Sometimes that happens. So I was hoping that didn't happen tonight. And it didn't. So I was able to get more candles to do all the candles I needed to do tonight. Unless more of you do buy candles, which I'll have to go again in the morning. But yes, I am doing candles tonight for the pink full moon. Happy pink full moon, everyone. Happy pink full moon, everyone. And remember, this is a full moon for your money and love. So this is why we're looking into love and money right now, is because of the pink full moon. I'm doing well, honoring my feminine energy. Yes, the Cap Ancestor. Hi, Annabelle. Lamarr, dear, thank you for the reading you just did on me. Thank you. 10 base. So, oh, you're welcome, Annabella. You're and Annabella or Annabelle. You're welcome. You're welcome. I don't remember, but this sounds like a familiar name. So Either it's a personal reading or a live reading recently. It sounds like maybe a personal reading. But you're welcome, Annabelle. All right, for the collective, I am doing live readings tonight. So if you would like a live reading while I am here, you can definitely donate via the link in the chat once again, or the PayPal, Cash App, Venmo on the screen. Please put your question with your donation. Your question does not have to be specific to the topic, by the way. So if you want to have a question related to love, related to job, career, health, whatever it is, get your questions in tonight, okay? Yes, Emmanuel. Happy full moon blessings. It was a personal reading. I thought so, Annabelle. Yeah. Thank you for getting a personal reading. All right. See, with me, the option is you can get a personal reading or you can get a phone personal reading, which is immediate and quick, but does cost more. Or you can get a recorded personal reading sent to your email, which is what Annabelle got. And then you get to keep that forever. Ciao. All right. What's around the collective's money and finances? For the person watching this video right now, Spirit, give us clarity and insight as to what's the energy around the finances, their finances. All right. Current and moving forward. What's the energy around finances for the person watching this video, whether they're watching the live and or the replay? Give us clarity and insight. 9 of materials. You've definitely crossed a threshold with your money and your finances. You're no longer where you used to be. And I definitely need you to give yourself credit for that. You have a stronger hold. You have a stronger authority over your finances and the trajectory of your finances than you think. All right. And once again, I get the energy where you're not where you used to be in terms of handling your finances specifically. So there's a need to give yourself credit for that. Like you've reached a threshold with that. All right. You've proven and shown yourself to be capable and or more capable with working improvement is what I hear. Like you're headed on a positive trajectory with your finances. All right. Specifically with handling them. 2 of emotions. You're having a better synergy with your money and your finances as well. You're having a better flow with your money and your finances. You're not fighting the tide so much. You're learning the rhythm. Once again, I always tell you, our money has a flow. Money has an energy to it. Money likes a specific energy and frequency. It doesn't like scarcity mindset. It doesn't like lack. It doesn't like laziness or procrastination, right? It likes due energy. It likes excellence. It likes abundance. It likes welcoming energy, welcoming money into your life, right? Abundance mindsets. 2 of voices connected to thoughts. There is, for some of you, a little bit of a revolving door when it comes to your money and finances, but it's more mental than you think. But your thoughts also have power at the same time, right? So some of you are a little bit in a little like mental revolving door energy when it comes to your money and finances. It's like almost like the bank is an entryway to or it's almost like the revolving door is an entryway to a bank, and you're on the cusp of outgrowing that bank, or some of you have just completely outgrown the bank, but for some reason you find yourself coming back in and needing the bank and then leaving and then at some point coming back in. It's like the door doesn't stay closed or shut mentally. It's a mental thing. Sometimes you need to mentally shut the door and say, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to find another way. Right? And mentally stick to it. Now, sometimes keeping the door open can be a good thing, like just as a saving grace. But being in this state for forever or for a long period of time is also a waste of time. The point of life is to go through one door and go through the next, right? The room is always changing. The door is always changing. That's life. Change. So why are you mentally stuck with your finances? Low key. Clock that T. So for some of you with your finances, it's a mental thing. Is that making sense for anyone in the room? I definitely could see where maybe it applies to me for sure. I could see that. Yeah. Does anyone else see how it could apply? Like the queen of inspiration connected to emotions. Interesting. This is fire energy. This is being willing to burn it all down. Let's read the queen of inspiration. Some of you, it's a belief thing as well. It's like it's embedded in your belief system, your ideology around money. Queen of inspiration. Keywords: joy, courage, warmth, confidence, power, dynamic, enthusiasm, a creatrix, engaging conversations, accepting all of yourself, a boisterous, bold, and powerful leader, the allure of intensity. The Queen of Inspiration reaches out over the horizon and she waves her hand, summoning an unseen force of intention and love. She is the embodiment of warmth and confidence, compassion and determined joy, and she is seeking inspiration for the land below. Connecting with the ethers above, she downloads the keys to creation, and she imbues the land with the belief in self expression. This queen is a powerful messenger of connected creativity, and she wants you to know how accessible her creative force is. She asks you to hear the tones of creation with her. She plucks their strings one by one and tells you to move in the direction of desire. So, where are you being drawn towards in terms of, thank you to whoever just donated, where are you being drawn towards in terms of your desires at this time financially? Maybe either when it comes to spending your money, right? Money flow. Money flows in every which direction. Money flows in, money flows out. That's the flow of money. But here's the key, and this is why love and money are always not always, but are often interconnected. Just as money flows in and flows out, the key is to not get too attached. Now keep an eye on what flows in and what flows out, right? But don't get too attached to what comes in. Don't get too attached to what flows out. Just accept the flow. Now apply that same concept to love and relationships. Now, some of y'all, this will show up in dynamics of controlling, wanting to control your partner or feeling safe controlling your partner in some way, shape, or form, right? Just accept the flow. What's meant for you will come back to you, right? Let's continue reading. She plucks her strings one by one and tells you to move in the direction of desire, knowing that you can master this expressive attainment and success. Follow the sounds of your inspiration and enthusiasm and explore the edges of your courage, your self acceptance, and your leadership. Every time she arrives, the room is filled with the most impossible magic, and once again, believing in the power of dreams and in the warmth of infectious inspiration. Some of y'all need to make the decision to move on from this revolving door financially. The Cap Ancestor says it does. I have been a lot better about it. Yeah. Some of you need to make the decision to Close the door or make a decision in terms of what side of the door you're going to stand on and stick to. Because it's really time for you to move to the next level financially, but you're stuck at this revolving door. And for some of you, it's like you almost reach the next level. You reach the cusp of the next level, but then things get too hard, things get too depleted. You got to run back to the bank. You got to run back to the revolving door, and then you're back out. Trying to get to the next level. It's a mental and emotional commitment that is either lacking or needs to be improved or looked at when it comes to your money and finances. All right. Thank you for your donation. By the way, that is a good reminder. Thank you. If you would like a live reading, Roxy says, great advice. Thank you. You're welcome, Roxy. If you would like a live reading, I am available for live readings. To get your live reading while I'm here, you can donate via the link in the chat I just posted or the PayPal, Cash App, Venmo on the screen. And if you could please put your question with your donation, that would be fabulous. Or right after you send your donation, send it in the chat. Or right after you send your donation, put it in the chat, text it to me, email it to me, something. Okay. Thank you and thank you. All right. The Fool card. Some of y'all are being inspired to move in a new direction financially, either with how you make your money and or how you're spending your money. Once again, you're being moved in a different direction. Trust the direction you're heading in, even if you can't necessarily see clearly the path ahead, even if the path ahead seems uncertain, even if the journey brings you moments of rockiness or having to trudge through rocky terrain in some way, shape, or form. There's always another side. Have faith. This is about having faith in the outcome, right? The Fool card. Let's read the Fool card. Connected to your purpose with money, your energy with money around this time. Hi to Wanda, trusting the investments. Exactly. And investments means time, money, energy, effort. Like not just money itself that you invest. You put in energy, effort, and time to get money, right? Those are all investments as well. So you invest in something in order to get, obviously, of course, get something back, right? People that have a green thumb invest their time and energy and knowledge in growing things. Thank you to whoever just donated for a live reading. So we have 2 people so far on the list for live readings. Once again, if you would like a live reading tonight, please send your donation. All right. The Fool card, a new journey, beginnings, trusting the universe, a time for optimism, not knowing what's coming, naivete, needing to learn new skills. Some of you are on the cusp of learning new skills financially. Maybe that will help you expand financially. Maybe that will lock things in more financially. Don't be afraid to learn new skills at this time. All right, for the benefit of your financial, income and gain maximum, right? Analysis paralysis, a leap of faith, uncertain beauty, it says. She hums a tune she used to know, and with bated wish she leaps into an abyss of stars and possibility. Thoughts eager, heart racing, hopes high. A million bits of colored stardust rise up to meet her, and she greets myth and opportunity as she tumbles forward. She sees her future here in this beautiful swirl of light and potential. What are you searching for? Asks the muse. Something brave, she whispers, something new. For the briefest of moments, she feels unprepared, naive, unsure, foolish. She asks herself, are you ready for this? Can you take this journey? And the muse wants her to remember that she is and she can. She wants her to believe in her magic, and she leaps. As she leaps, she leans deeper into trust and begins to hum once more a song that sounds different this time around, grander, epic even. The notes vibrate the space around her, and her new path begins to unfold, leaving nothing to do but begin. Fearlessly jump into the sea of the cosmos. The spinning potentials are calling. Maybe a little foolish today, yet better done fool like than stalling. So y'all are wasting time and money just stalling. Better to move forward and jump into it, all right? I know this is definitely clocking me and a few of y'all for sure. All right? Based on some of y'all's personal readings I'm thinking about. Knight of Inspiration facing that card. We're getting a lot of inspiration cards. We're getting a lot of wands, fire cards, action oriented cards. This is Spirit once again telling you move forward financially, move forward. No stalling, no sitting. Once again, money is like water, money is like energy, money is like beings in a relationship, right? It flows, it comes in, it comes out, right? Sometimes the flow is turbulent, sometimes it's calm. It's like water, right? You just got to accept the flow, accept the rhythm, or find your rhythm, find your flow. And then, specifically in terms of making money and spending money, right? Find the rhythms that work for you, just like in relationships. You got to figure out your flow, your rhythm first as a human being to be able to get into the rhythm and flow of someone else, right? Two mismatched people in love and relationships is two people on the dance floor who don't know how to dance, child. Clock that to you. Money likes to be traded, right? Money likes to be invested. Words of Saint Expedite. Also words of Saint Martin Caballero. And words of Cleopatra. And words of the ancestors. Look at this, y'all. King of inspiration. Fire energy around money. Do energy. Action oriented energy. Fire is also movement. So for a lot of y'all, there's movement around money for you. There is movement. There's no blockages, so far that I'm seeing, except for mentally, once again. Okay? Or in terms of your belief systems around money. But other than that, I see movement around money for y'all. Movement energy. Once again. Opportunity. At least one door open. Once again. We've got the Fool moving towards opportunity. We've got the Muse of inspiration moving towards opportunity with money. There's movement and opportunity around money for a lot of y'all. All right. Two of inspiration, movement. For some of y'all, the money flow around you doesn't know which direction to go, or you're not giving it direction. This is why I really encourage money candles, being specific with your intentions with you write with your money candles, right? Or your prayer around your money candles, or doing something to affect the flow of money around you. Um, what are them plants called that have currently died? That have currently are not doing the well in my home, but I'm not the best at reminding to water them. Money plants, for example, money babs, money sprays, right? Enchanting your wallet, all right? These are all things you can do to affect the direction of money, to show, and to direct the energy of money as to where you want it to flow and go, right? Think of money energy just always around you, but if you're not tuned into it, for some of could be repelling it, right? If you're not tuned into the frequency and you don't know how to affect the energy, then it's like the energy of money always happening to you. Whatever happens with the tide, like, is what's going to happen with your money. But if you are consciously shifting or adjusting or managing your frequency and your connection with money, then you have a greater chance of controlling the tide. It's like the difference between someone who is who is like going on a journey across the seas, who knows what they're doing and knows how to man, the tides, whether they get major, or whether they get calm, versus someone who doesn't know what they're doing. Which one do you think is going to last the long haul? Someone who knows how to manage the tides, right? Someone who knows how to build a boat strong enough to also withstand the tides. Are you clocking the T? Someone who understands the geometry and mathematics that it takes and whatever scientifics that it takes for those damn sails, right? So that they're, perfect enough for the circumference of the boat and width of the boat to, get the right amount of wind to propel you forward or whatever the damn things do. Like, is it making sense? That's how money works. Your boat could be your job. Your boat is definitely how you bring in the flow of money. But also, it is also how you manage the output of your money as well. Because you could have a lot of money coming in, but are you putting all that money in building your boat? Success and finances candles, money candles. Yes, Lennon. I also offer money candles on my website, by the way. The Cap Ancestor says spiritual downloads around money can be coming in at this time as well. Exactly. Hi, Tina Brown. Good evening, Lamarr Collective. I missed live questions last night. I'm ready tonight. Yes, Tina. Yes, by the way, if anyone wants to donate for a live reading, we're about to get into live readings. All right, we're going to take a break from looking into money. Right after we finish money, we're going to get right into the live readings for people who have donated already. And then we'll look into love. Okay. So you'll have 2 rounds to get your live readings tonight, okay? So if you don't get your live reading in the first round, definitely consider get your live reading in the second round. Once again, I'm gonna post the link. If you would like to donate for a $30 live reading, you get a full spread, you get a final card. You can always come back to see what I predicted for you. You can donate via the link in the chat or the PayPal Cash App Venmo on the screen. Please put your question with your donation, or if you've sent your donation, please put your question in the chat after you donated. Okay. The Hermit card shows up. Once again, some of y'all are being brought towards the crossroads of doing something different or like a choice when it comes to money. For some of you, this is like pivoting. This is completely doing something different. This is moving in a completely different direction. May not make sense to everyone else. Not everyone else may not even be willing to take this journey or risk, but it makes sense for you. Once again, you're developing yourself when it comes to your money. A lot of y'all are developing your boats. If you don't understand the reference, rewind back about 5 minutes. Okay. And you're developing your boats by expanding your skill sets, going to school, learning new trades, expanding your knowledge in certain ways, investing in your business, investing in expanding your business, your output, your input, whatever it is. You're investing. You're learning the rhythm. And the good thing is, once you learn the rhythm, you can once you really slow down and learn the rhythm of money, you can find your sweet spot. The sweet spot is creating something where the flow is infinite. You don't have to do anything. Just boom. A jolt of lightning. Boom. Perfect timing. Boom. The Midas touch. And you create something that just moves on its own and creates abundance and money for you without you needing to do anything. It's a machine that just prints money out for you, right? And but brings something of equal substance, in terms of input or output. I think you get what I'm saying, right? In terms of what it does for other people, all right? What the machine does for other people. So stay in this energy. Don't move from your position. You're developing something really strong here. You're developing strong potential around money to expand. Some of y'all, when it comes to money energy, um, you have your time, energy, and efforts in too many pots, or you're like too focused on too many different things at once. Some of you need to hone your focus, hone your output, hone what you're putting your time, energy, and efforts into. Some of y'all also need to be mindful of overspending as well, low key. Some of y'all don't have a healthy relationship with money. And once again, if you don't check this, you could move yourself into some sort of debt. But I get the chariot card. For a lot of you, financially, you're entering a breakthrough. Once again, the chariot is movement. A lot of you have movement with money around you. It's just, once again, the mental aspect. Also paying attention to the energy of the people around you, like, and how they manage their finances. Like, you almost have to like think of it as like money hygiene. All right. Is the hygiene around your money healthy, or is it unhygienic, of the people around you and their thoughts and how they manage money? Like, I want to have people around me that like have like mm, good financial hygiene habits, that like have good healthy relationships with money, that have good manifesting abilities with money. Like, I want those types of people around me, those types of experiences. All right. Let's get into the live questions, the first set of live questions. All right, I think the first person is Zarya. Thank you, Zarya, for your donation. Let me log into the right PayPal, or the right Cash App, I mean. How's everyone doing tonight? How is your day, week, morning, night, evening going? I hope you are having a good evening, morning, night. Mine is going well. It's been very, once again, productive. Um, and I'm excited for the energies moving forward. All right. Okay. Thank you, AK, for your donation. So we've got 3 people to do. Child, this might be a long live. Good thing I ain't got nowhere to go tonight. Um, let's see. So let's do Zarya first. Yes, okay, I got your question. You will be after, let's see, who was before you? You will be after Cameron. And then thank you to whoever just donated for another reading. Artina. Thank you, Artina. So after Zarya, we will do Cameron. After Cameron, we'll do AK. After AK, we'll do Antina. All right. What'd you say, Lennon? All right. Hi, AK. Oh, okay, Tina, that was you. Got it, got it, got it. Okay, yes, y'all are coming through tonight, honey. What's tonight again? Is tonight a Wednesday or Thursday? Let me see. Tonight's a Wednesday? I thought it was a Thursday. Wow. It feels like Thursday. Does it not feel like Thursday to everyone? Today definitely feels like a Thursday to me for some reason. Like I definitely thought tomorrow was Friday. All right. Let's get into Zarya's question, which is Zarya wants to know. Let me cleanse the cards real quick. Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to the show. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. We already looked into money, all right? So now we're doing live readings and then we're going to look into love. And then we'll have last call for live readings. So this might be a long live, a little bit of a long live tonight. So get your, snacks, all right? Thank you for cleansing, clearing the energy of these decks when you pass reading. In Jesus' name I pray and thank you. Amen, amen, and amen. All right. Let's see. Zarya wants to know. For the live reading, what my Libra uncle, Virgo, ex-wife thinks of me deep down and about my looks. What does Zarya's Libra uncle's ex-wife think about Zarya's looks deep down, spirit? Give us clarity and insight. Yeah, I definitely thought today was Thursday for some reason. But I'm kind of glad it's Wednesday for some as well for some reason. Let's see, Zarya. I get the Knight of Voices. The Knight of Voices has a youthful look. The Knight of Voices is seen as preppy, smart, maybe a little bit casual, but put together, not too revealing in the way they present themselves. All right. But maybe not. But Knight of Voices, part of their charm or their physicality or part of their look is also increased by their intelligence or the way they eloquate themselves or present themselves. In terms of the ex-wife assessing your looks, I get that she definitely recognizes that you have a routine in terms of your looks. You keep up with yourself. You're not someone that completely lets yourself go as you age. Um, but there's something about a shadow self and a light self in some way, shape, or form that maybe she can also assess or can tap into and can also read via the way you present yourself or the way you speak. Maybe based on moments that she's had with you in conversation or based on how she knows the way you think, the way you process information. So it's more than just your looks, is what I'm getting. I don't think she fully takes just the way you look into account. I don't think she looks at you in that kind of almost two dimensional way. Not to be, not to mean anything, but I do get the chariot card showing up connected to open mindedness, ambiguousness. So she may think that your look is ambiguous, or you're someone that you have a universal kind of look. You're someone that would be universally attractive in her eyes. She may look at things that way. Like, oh, she's universally attractive. She's a cute girl. She's a pretty girl. It's like giving that energy. All right. I feel like she sees you as someone that wouldn't have trouble dealing with life or socializing, with people throughout life based on your looks. So she doesn't think you're bad looking or anything like that. Look, but I also don't think she doesn't think too deeply about it either. All right. Let's get the final card. Oh, what's the final card for Zarya? Just one card. Final card for Zarya. After Zarya, I think is Cameron. After Cameron is AK. After AK is Tina. And then we'll get into the love reading portion for the collective. And then last call for live readings, okay? Okay, transformation. She maybe recognizes you're going through a physical transformation as you age, like, or as you grow internally as well, or just grow spiritually. She may recognize a transformation in your look, your physicality. Let's read the transformation card. Thank you, Shaquia, for your donation. We've got a long list of live readings, y'all, before we get to the love portion. Transformation. Let's read. Let's read. All right. After the rain comes the sun. After the caterpillar comes the butterfly. This situation you are inquiring about, Zarya, is somehow acting as a catalyst for a major transformation. So maybe you're about to transform again, child. If you find yourself questioning or having regrets, don't. Try not to second guess yourself or beat yourself up. Nothing happens that is not supposed to. Many of your issues and situations are not anything to be upset about, they are a path to wholeness. You are the one who infuses drama and chaos into the situation. You are always given opportunities to grow and learn. Growth and learning very rarely come about when everything stays status quo and just as you think they should. Be thankful you have this wonderful opportunity to transform and heal to a better and higher rate of vibration. So I mean that's often the case when we vibrate higher, our looks do change. So once again, she may recognize that. All right. Thank you, Zaria, for your donation. All right, next is Cameron. Let's get into Cameron's question. Hold up. Wait. Why do I have that stuck in my head right now? Mm, 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 I haven't heard that song in a long time. All right, let's get to Cameron's question. Hold up. Wait. I don't know the rest of the words, but hold up. Wait. All right. Cameron, let's read Cameron's question next. Did anyone do anything fun today? Did anyone have anything exciting happen today? I kind of did, but I'm gonna keep it to myself. I'm gonna manifest to the dark child. All right. Thank you for cleansing and clearing my energy. Please next me past reading in Jesus' name. I pray. Thank you. Amen. Amen. And amen. Did anything exciting happen today? All right. Cameron's question is: there's someone at my job that I've been obsessing over. Unfortunately, he's been noticing the little things about me and what changes about me, etc. We don't really speak to each other, but I'm wondering if I should talk to him or not. I don't really want to embarrass myself again. Thank you. Okay. Should Cameron talk to the guy at work that she's been obsessing over a bit lately? Should Cameron talk to the guy at work that she's been obsessing over a little bit lately, Spirit? Give us clarity and insight. Hi, Darcy. Is this you? Two of Voices, should you say something? Two of Voices shows up connected to leadership, how you express yourself. Thank you, Lennon, for your donation. Um, Connected to how you express yourself. Should you say something? It depends on from where you say it, like the intention you say it, the energy you say it. Three of Inspiration. If you overthink it, I feel like it's going to come across as a little bit awkward or like you've overthunk it. I get the Death card connected to communication. Maybe don't say anything right now at this time. All right. I feel like you need to manage your emotions. You need to like learn to manage your emotions a bit more or wait for the perfect timing in some way, shape, or form. Six of Inspiration is about making a move and being successful. So there's an opportunity to make a move and be successful, but I don't think it's in saying something. I think it's in making an impact. Cameron, clock that T. Or Darcy. Child, should I put your Darcy or should I just leave it, child? I feel like if I change it, it'll like be confusing. So should I just leave it? All right. Um, Ten of Inspiration. You need to let go of some of esteem. Like you need to loosen the brakes a bit. Um. Oh, you're Cameron. Really his. Got it. Um. You need to loosen the brakes a bit. You need to like let lessen esteem in some way, shape, or form. You like want to be careful of not coming on too strong or too intense. Um. I get the Six of Materials. This is good synergy. This is good flow. This is being on the same page, like understanding each other's rhythm. But this is the Ace of Voices. This definitely could be saying something. But once again, saying something at the right time. Also saying something after a time of observing. She's gained some insight and information. Look at the orb or whatever this flash of light. She's gained some insight and information that's now allowed her to make an insightful decision. All right, a knowledgeable decision, an aware decision as to what to say, what to do, what decision to make moving forward. Right? Nine of Voices shows up. Once again, should you say something? I feel like maybe like watch him first, study him first. I mean, if you've been obsessing though, you've already been watching and studying. So, hmm. The Strength card connected to opinions, beliefs. I feel like there's strength in finding a commonality between the two of you, finding a shared interest in some way, shape, or form, or a shared goal that you have in common, or shared belief. All right. I get the Queen of Swords once again, which is in this position once again a woman who is not only making a decision or saying something from a logical standpoint, but an intuitive standpoint as well, a grounded standpoint. But in this position, she can either come across as once again grounded or ungrounded. This is really surprising. There hasn't been a lot of chances for love in the gay community where I live. Oh, you're gay. Got it. Okay, well this I guess this adds a different layer. Is he gay? Um, that makes sense. Cause when the Ten of Wands came out, it felt like there's some aspect of this relationship that like almost like can't be or is blocked off or there's a shadow aspect in some way, shape, or form. There's like a pre-grieving going on here, if that makes sense. So is he out of the closet? You have no clue. You don't speak to him. Child Cameron. Yeah, I think you need to once again that makes sense as to why I get the energy of don't say don't just say anything, don't come across as too intense. Kind of study his energy first to figure out how to approach. I feel like your strongest approach is a common shared interest, a common shared belief, a common shared culture, something you notice about him or overhear, right? Make it casual, okay? Claire says there are no chances for love for spiritually enlightened people. I don't think that's true. Not my case. All right. I don't know about other spiritually enlightened people. I also know other spiritually enlightened people in relationships, but that's not my case in terms of no chances for love. Like, definitely not my current case. So I don't know, but I'm sorry to hear that, Claire. But the strength card shows up for you, Cameron. Once again, I feel like if and when you do say something, your in is a common shared interest, a common shared culture, a common shared belief, a common shared goal between the two of you, and then build from there. But once again, there's something about this that you may learn about him that I don't. Once again, I don't know if he's not out of the closet. Maybe he's in the closet. Maybe he's DL. Like I don't know his situation. You know, every nuance matters though, right? Also, what are you looking for? You know, like all of these things matter. So maybe don't say anything right now, but eventually, when the time is right, yes, do say something. Um, but don't take too long. Claire says that's what happened to me. He was interested until I sent him videos about awakening, then he changed his mind. Ooh, do you think that might have been too much though, sending him videos of awakening, or was he already into that? How long had y'all been talking? Like all those things matter. Did he ask for the video? Maybe it kind of freaked him out or he didn't understand it. Maybe once again he took the context of it wrong, you know. How did it end? What happened? Like there's so many unanswered questions, Claire. I think you can't lean on just that one experience. Like there, I think spiritually enlightened people just have to filter more, right? And it's a lot of waiting and timing things with spiritually enlightened people. But for me, child, I definitely have chances at love and a current chance at love. So, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that, Claire. I think there's a chance for you and there at love for love too. It just may not be with who you think it is, right, Lennon? Maybe he wasn't aligned for you. Yeah. Let's see, Cameron. All right. Oh wait, we looked into Cameron's question. Let's get your final card, Cameron. Let's get your final card, Cameron. And then we're going to move to AK. All right, Cameron, you and this guy. You got the duality card, Cameron. Duality. Light and dark. Yin and yang. Doesn't that look like a piece of broccoli right there? I'm hungry, y'all. Broccoli sounds so good right now. Steamed broccoli with a little bit of soy sauce, not too much. Definitely doesn't need salt with the soy sauce. Maybe a little bit of pepper, and I'm good to go. 26, 26. Duality. Black and white, good. Black and white, good and evil, yes and no, up and down, and want and don't want. These are all examples of dualistic thinking. What if you banned these labels from your thoughts for a day? What would happen? Would the world end? Doubtful. Would some person get away with something? No. Would you attach less emotion to a bad situation or drama? Possibly. If that happened and there was less attachment to a situation, you could keep your vibration higher, which would enable you to deal more successfully with any situation that comes your way. Given enough time, most bad situations work out in the end. It is your choice to be drama free or spend a lot of time and energy wasted on a situation that will turn out okay in the end. What do you choose? Don't overthink it. Just pay attention to the energy. Read the flow of the energy, all right? And then make your move, Cameron. Okay? But figure out like the guy's sexuality, first before you go there in any way. Get to know him first, that's not hard, all right? Get to know people. All right, next is AK, I believe. Let's see. Broccoli with cheese sounds so good. Broccoli cheese soup, so delicious. All right, AK, you're next, by the way. What's your question? And then after you is Artina. After Artina is Shaquia. And then after Shaquia is, I think, Lennon. And then we're moving to the love portion for the collective. General reading on what I need to know about school. Okay, let's get to AK's question. What does AK need to know about school? Let's see. What messages does AK need to know about school at this time? Claire says cheesecake yogurt, so good, 80 calories. Ooh, that does sound good. I'm not even a yogurt eater, and that sounds good. Um, what does AK need to know about school at this time, Spirit? Give us clarity and insight as to what AK needs to know about school. I like your nails. Thank you, Lennon. I did them. One of them chipped, so I need to fix it. You can probably see this one right here. I need to fix this one. But thank you. I did them myself. What does AK need to know about school at this time? Ten of Pentacles. I see success with you in school. I see success for you. Good news. A completion of a cycle with a reward and the end. All right. This could be graduation energy as well. Are you about to graduate or something like that? Um, Four of inspiration connected to investments. Putting in the time, the energy, the effort. This definitely could be, once again, graduating with your peers, passing with your peers. Like, once again, investing, putting in blood, sweat, and tears equally with your peers. Like, once again, you have people to the left and the right of you to compare yourself to in a way, but not overly so. It's like, okay, I'm not alone. Like, to some degree, other people are doing it too. We're all in this together. Like, you're a part of something. I feel like school is also like you're in a better mental place with school. You're moving into a place where you're gonna be able to better mentally handle it. Maybe especially around summer, once again, early summer, May, June. All right. And I get the muse of inspiration once again. You being more action oriented, more fiery, more spicy. Like, I can do this. I got this. It's the energy of when you, like, your song is on and you're strutting down the street and you're feeling yourself. Like, it's giving that energy. Um, so I get good energy so far with you in school, AK. Like, you're on a good trajectory. Keep doing what you're doing. Once again, the night of inspiration. This is passing classes, moving forward, having like a certain energy about you, like a fire in you. Something is being ignited in you when it comes to school. Your confidence will rise as the months go forward. The Sun card, something growing, a new opportunity, maybe related to work that comes out of school or via school or is connected to school. Once again, could show up around August or September. The Magician card connected to one-on-one relationships. All right. Things shifting in your favor in terms of being at the right places at the right times to meet the right people. I see you doing really, really, really good with school. I do get the Five of Inspiration. So this can be the energy of burning the candle on both ends. Um, Being careful of being careful of doing too much, basically. Like, balance is key for you with school, AK. Be like, just be careful of doing too much. Like, even having that mentality of, am I doing enough? I need to do more. I need to study more. I need to spend all day studying. I need to do an all nighter studying. I need to make sure I got this. Like, that's too much. That's doing too much. So be careful of doing too much in that way, especially AK. Um, I see you doing a lot better. Once again, I see you catching yourself with certain things. I also see you having vivid dreams with school. Like, some of the material you study may start to show up in your dreams, low key, high key, if it hasn't already. That's interesting. But that's how you may also know that it's integrated as well. That may be Spirit's way of telling you it's integrated. You're good. Next subject. Move on to the next topic. Next content. Oh, you'll graduate next year. Yes. Cause it's my wait, no, that's not vitamin C. What is the vitamin C graduation song? As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. Yes. And as our lives change. I love that. I used to love that song. That used to be the quintessential like Y2K graduation song to play at your graduation as well, by the way. AK, you got self love. Why do I feel like you've gotten this card before though? Self love. Let's read. The message is coming back around. AK, let's see. We always try to think so highly of the ones we love, or maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe this wasn't for you. Maybe this was for someone else previously. We always try to think so highly of the ones we love. We even give strangers the benefit of the doubt. But when it comes to self love, many of us fall woefully short. To love oneself is to accept imperfection, embrace learning, and battle through the all consuming fires of self doubt in order to find the energetic balance inside of each of us. Remember, I said balance? Be aware of the small, insidious voice that perhaps repeats the negative self assessment you had as a child. Maybe an ex lover or a friend put a label on you that you've accepted. These self judgments have no place in a whole, healthy relationship that is vital to have with yourself. It's only when you find your love for yourself that you can sincerely offer love to others. Clock that T. Thank you, AK, for doing a reading with me. All right, let's do Tina's question next. Tina, your question is next. Is Tina still in the room? Let me see. Oh, wait. All right. Let's get to Tina's question. And then after Tina, I think is Lennon. And then I think we are done with this portion of the lives. And then we'll go into the collective once again for love. And then we'll do last call for live readings. Okay. I will be right back. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Okay, I'm glad I checked because actually it is Tina and then Shaquia and then Lennon. My bad. So Shaquia, you will be next after Tina. Okay. Well, I'm glad I checked y'all because I don't want nobody to be mad at me. I didn't want nobody's ancestors coming for me, honey. Okay. Thank you for cleansing, clearing energy. Be sex me, past reading. In Jesus' name I pray. Thank you. Amen. Amen. And amen. Tina wants to know. Initially, I wanted to know when I can expect to transition into my new career as a practical nurse, but I keep dreaming, talking, and think about my ex. I want to know why. Thank you. Okay. The change of question mid thought. Yes. Why does Tina Brown 5194 keep thinking of her ex? Why does Tina Brown 5194 keep thinking of her ex, Spirit? Why does the ex keep popping up in Tina's mind? And thoughts. Give us clarity and insight. Page of materials. There's a part of yourself that you still associate with or that I keep hearing is still stuck in some way. I don't know if this X is a part of your younger years in some way, shape, or form. I get the star card connected to investments, money, time, energy, effort. Interestingly enough, money is somehow tied into this. Career could be tied into this. Two of materials and the four of voices connected to emotions. I think your ex is also thinking about you. I think your ex could be reminiscing about you, but I also feel like there's a duality. So it's like if you're on the up and up, if your money's doing well, if you're having options in your career and you're about to transition into a new career journey, your ex may be experiencing the opposite thing or maybe experiencing some version of a similar thing. But it depends on the yin and yang, like the balancing of the scales energy between the two of you, how things ended. Because X energy can, have energy to it, child. Six of materials, the strength card. I think your work is tied into this somehow, though. Eight of materials. This is the muse of inspiration. This could be the X, maybe. I think the X is on the cusp of their own transition. I think you're both on a cusp of a transition in some way, shape, or form. I don't know why I forget the X a move, but the Sun card is the last card. Interesting. The Sun card is the last card. I think you're both thinking of one another. I think both of you could be calling in each other's energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if you run into the X in some way, shape, or form, or if the X's profiles even come across your, like, you know how they say like people you know. Like I wouldn't be surprised if like you run into the X either like physically or digitally. Because the energy between the two of you is so strong. You're both in transition and your spirits are becoming stronger, and it's almost like calling each other in because you're both thinking of each other. So I feel like he's thinking about you. All right. Or they're thinking about you. Final card for Tina. It's like a psychic awareness, a psychic hit. growth. You're both growing. And it's like when you're growing, when a plant grows, the roots beneath it, it's almost like have to negotiate. Well, what do we take? What do we continue taking with us to continue to feed this plant and its growth? And what do we let go of? What do we release? And your souls are being tugged on individually because like your roots are activating that energy, that process of, do we keep this? Do we let this go? Like, does that make sense? That's what a tug is. That's what a string is. A chord. That's what a chord is. Clock that T. All right. Um, growth number 38. This situation or time is one of rapid growth. The seeds that have been planted have germinated and taken root. Go with the flow of this growing time. You may find people and situations falling away from your life as they now do not serve who and what you are becoming. It may be that your vibration no longer resonates with theirs. It's okay. Wish them well. Be grateful for what they brought to you and you to them, and send them on their way. Room has now been made for new experiences, people, and situations to help you on your next level. If you're not feeling the shift right now, be prepared because it will soon come to pass. All right, Tina. Thank you for doing a reading with me. Shaquia, you're next. And then Lennon, you are after Shaquia. So Lennon, get ready, get ready, child. All right, Shaquia's question. You're welcome, Tina. Yes, thank you, Tina. All right, Shakia's question is, I feel like I have been having a glow lately and wanted to know who around me in school is interested in me romantically because I feel more eyes on me. Yes. Sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me. Yes, Shakia. She said sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me. All right, Shakia. Who around Chakia in school, at school, Chakia's school is interested in Chakia's spirit? Give us clarity and insight. What's the energy around Chakia? Who is interested in Chakia at Chakia's school? All right, none of voices. I don't think you're imagining things. I do think you are picking up on the fact that you are being perceived. You do have a glow. Um, and there's a different energy about you. Oh my God, this metaphor just came to me. But I don't know if it'll make sense to anyone. I don't know why this just came to me. Has anyone seen the film Cursed by Wes Craven with Christina Ricci? It's a werewolf movie and it came out in 2005. It has a whole history behind it, child. But it's a werewolf movie and in the film I won't I mean if you don't want it to get spoiled, don't spoil it or but it came out in 2005, so this movie came out 20 something years ago. Um in the movie she becomes a werewolf, and in her becoming a werewolf she suddenly has this aura, where like she becomes sexier and more attractive, and like Not saying you're turning into a werewolf, but there's something about you where it's your aura. It's not just a glow, it's an aura. All right? It's an aura upgrade, it's an aura shift. Ace of materials. I think this aura may be more than just romance and who has their eyes on you. Remember, money and romance is often tied together, child, for better or for worse. You may have an opportunity, coming your way connected to money and finances based on this current glow and aura you've got going on. All right. So this could be around April or May. All right. I get the Hermit card connected to your thoughts, your mind. Um, I think it's also a mental shift, a mentality shift that you're experiencing. I think you don't have just romantic admirers, you have other admirers who admire your emotional fortitude, your like emotional glow. All right. Yeah, if you haven't seen the movie Curse, Shaquia, maybe you might want to watch it. I think it comes on Showtime. I have I use Hulu Live TV, which is expensive, but I absolutely love it. I know people love YouTube and everyone has their thing. Some people love Philo, which I do like Philo because it has the Rev Reach TV channel. Um, but I use Hulu TV as my main streaming, like for cable and TV, and I would literally watched it last night. I literally watched it last night on Showtime. It literally came on Showtime last night. Literally came on last night. It might come on again tonight. I'll watch it again tonight if it comes on. It's really good. And the guy that was in the 2000 movie, like teen movie, maybe was it Superbad or the guy that looks like him is in the movie as well. And he has like a gay storyline, an LGBTQ storyline. Child, I'm obsessed with that movie. I don't know why. Anyway, oh, it's free on Pluto TV. Yeah, take a look on Pluto. Pluto TV is good too as well, child. Pluto really has some good hits on it. All right, Pluto has good content. The Death card shows up, connected to romance, self-expression. Even though you have this glow up, this aura, there could be a little bit of a romantic closed off energy, but I do get the Empress. Like you are definitely emitting an aura. But it's look at all the different planets, right? The aura is being translated into different meanings by people. So it's like yes, you have this aura and this glow, but the translation isn't the same for everyone around you. So you need to work on like the translation of the aura. Like it's aura, but it's not like honed in aura, if that makes sense. You need to hone in the aura. You need to start doing like beauty spells, like intention spells, beauty babs or love babs, or what are we trying to do here? Are we trying to get a man? Are we are we just trying to have eyes on us? Are we trying to have options? Or like what's the goal of the aura here to help us hone it more is what needs to happen, Shakia. All right. But I think this is definitely an achievement, this aura glow that you have achieved. All right. There's strong potential here to turn this into something. All right. But it's like the admirers right now are not romantic necessarily. Not that you're not capable of making that happen, but I feel like you're on the cusp of like I think they could be romantic options, but they're just admiring right now. They're just admiring you and your aura. They're not approaching necessarily quite yet. You need to hone the aura so that the right people you want to approach. Clock that T, okay? Yes. Light them candles. You've got time still. It is, still full moon energy, pink moon energy, which reminds me I need to just take a break, real quick break, and send a text message. And then Lennon will be next. Yes. Lennon, you're next, child. Is Lennon still here? Lennon, come to the podium. All right, final card for Shaquia. Sacred space. Interesting. You need to treat your aura like a sacred space, but maybe you need a sacred space as well. Interesting. Find a spot in your home or office that you can access easily. Create a sacred spot just for you. This will be a place for you alone. If space is at a premium, then a shelf or corner will do. Put here only those items that hold significant meaning to you and touch you on a deep personal level. Examples are photos of loved ones, rocks, feathers, shells. Place a candle even if it cannot be lit. This signifies the element of fire and represents the flame of Creator's love for you, the fire of creation or purification. Perhaps fire means something entirely different to you. Use this space to go to daily, even if it's just for a few moments, to ground and calm yourself. Working this into your daily routine will bring you to a place of greater understanding. Maybe you need to do this to home aura, all right? That we were talking about. All right, Shakia. How will April go for you? You have a bedstand with all your rocks. Put a candle there, child, to represent fire. Maybe if you find a feather, put a feather there to represent air. All right. All right. You're welcome, Shakia. All right. Lennon, you're up next. Lennon, you should hear about your candles along with everyone else tonight. Because when I get off live, I'm going to be a little witching hour witch and light your candles from, well, by the time I finish the live until witching hour. So Get that pink full moon energy, child. All right. And when I tell y'all I bought so many candles today, literally I bought at least 10, 12 candles today for just for clients alone. Ooh, y'all, it's about to be hot up in here with all these candles burning. I need to leave the windows open. By the way, if you have a lot of candles burning in one space, leave the windows open, okay? Don't circulate the air with the AC on. That's not enough. Like, you got to leave the windows open to let that smoke and soot not just circulate in the space, especially if you have pets. Like, you know, just saying. Oh, Shaquia, you did get a candle. Okay, let's get to Lennon's question, which is give me 1 second, and then we'll get to Lennon's question. I'll be right back. And then we're going to get to the love portion. Excuse me, the love portion for the collective, y'all. So if you have questions, if you have more questions, there's a last call for live readings, all right, coming up before the end of the show. So I'll be right back. All right. How will the month of April go for Lennon? Spirit, give us clarity and insight. How will the month of April go for Lennon? Give us clarity and insight as to how the month of April 2026 will go for Lennon. Six of Materials, Lennon. I see the flow coming back to you. I see rhythm coming back to you. I see you coming more into a sense of control by, well, I guess we're in April already, at the beginning of the month. All right. You start the month off strong. You start the month off with a sense of I can handle this. I've got this. I also feel like you start the month off with opportunity. So if there's not opportunity around you currently, it definitely could show up within the next 6 days, 6 weeks, which would be probably going into May. All right, at the latest. All right, within 6 days, 6 weeks. Okay. Ten of Emotions connected to money, finances. Ten of Emotions is being a part of something, being a part of a community, um, having a support system in some way, shape, or form. This could be a community you create yourself, and you know what I'm talking about. Or this could be a community that you are a part of in some way, shape, or form. This could show up around April or May, which is around this time frame once again, or within the next 2 to 10 days or weeks. Okay. Lennon says, I had to buy covers for my clothes hanging in my closet because I burn candles every week to protect some of my good clothes from getting damaged from the smoke. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I try to make sure I keep my windows open when I leave, especially when I leave for long periods. I make sure that I blow the candles out. Once the candles start getting low to the ground, I will put them in a vat of water to let them all finish burning, right? So there's definitely candle hygiene, right? A way to burn candles. Four of emotions, linen. There's a lot going on, a lot of pressure, linen, you're going to feel this month mentally, emotionally. But part of that is putting pressure on yourself. So be mindful of the pressure you're putting on yourself alongside the pressures that life may be putting on you. All right. Mentally and emotionally. Sleep hygiene, linen. Sleep hygiene, I feel like. Sleep hygiene is going to be good for your emotional regulation this month. But also, sleep is where you're going to receive answers this month. Okay. I also receiving a visit from an ancestor this month via your sleep. So either the ancestor visits you in your dreams and or the ancestor physically visits you in your space while you sleep. Okay? But you would have recognized some sort of impression of them or imprint of them, you know? Like I remember my great grandfather when I was in college, I would just feel his presence. Like I feel like he is here, or I'll wake up and think about him, for some, or have a memory of him, and I feel his presence. Like that, you might have gotten a visit overnight, right? Sometimes they don't show up in your dreams; they just show up, right? Lennon says I've been having a lot of vivid dreams lately. There you go, that part. All right. So definitely pay attention to that energy, Lennon. Okay. Moving forward, Queen of Swords shows up. You becoming more clear in terms of your personal power and what you have the ability to change, and becoming more mentally conscious of, okay, I can't change that. Maybe I need to mentally shift gears. You actually have a lot of mental strength, Lennon. Not that that's surprising to you, right? But it's about what takes up mental space. Once again, it's like a computer, right? Like a hard-working computer, but if the computer is full of junk, right? Like it's not going to work at top efficient efficiency, but you're really selling yourself short as well, you know? Like you don't buy an super efficient computer to bog it down with a bunch of games and unnecessary downloads. Like you buy it to perform well, right? You buy it to perform logically. For you buy it for the harnessing of its power. So start like treating yourself, or start imagining yourself like a high powered, efficient computer mentally. Harness that power. Okay. And also, you just mentioned Cleopatra. Lennon says, I think I seen grandfather recently and Queen Cleopatra, one of them too. This is very Cleopatra. This is literally Cleopatra right here. Ciao. That that is a message directly to you, Lennon. And you know what I'm talking about. All right. Let's continue. The Hang Muse does show up. So there is a little bit of being in limbo in the month of April, maybe particularly when it comes to work. Um, Possibly feeling like a rock stuck in a hard place when it comes to getting certain things done that you want to get done, certain things on your checklist and to-do list that you want to get done. But once again, have faith, have patience. The thing with this card is always there's something brewing behind the scenes that you don't yet see. You're being paused for a reason, right? So remember that as the month continues. I get the full card connected to one-on-one relationships. Maybe Spirit brings something, once again, an opportunity to you, insight to you via someone else that leads you to solving a problem in some way, shape, or form once again. All right. I do get the Eight of Emotions. I do feel like this month, Lennon, for you is a month of addressing a big emotional void. All right. Addressing an emotional void, Lennon. Addressing something that has been holding you back more than you see it has. But there's strength in you sharing your light elsewhere, though. All right. Three of emotions. Possible different paths, different directions that could be presented to you as well. All right. This month or by the end of the month. I get the Wheel of Fortune for you as your last card. I definitely don't think Lennon misses a month, April, where you're gonna fall on your ass or feel like you're gonna fall on your ass. I feel like the tides, spirit is working in your favor, right? Um, but there's some work for you to do this month. All right. There's some deeper addressing. Something is gonna be unlocked. Something is gonna be uncovered for you this month, and it's gonna help bring in this, which is gonna go into May. I feel like for you, this energy, or to help make sure that once again the wheel continues moving forward and doesn't get stuck. All right, by whatever this is right here. All right, but I feel like probably will be triggered by the middle end of the month. Not to scare you, not to scare you, but warn you. Right, this is a test, but this is also a chance for you to address the elephant in the room and remove it for once and for all, and not no longer let it affect you moving forward, so that once again you can get to this and continue this energy. The wheel can continue moving forward. All right. This is about your spiritual strength, Lennon. This month is about your spiritual strength. Mastering your mind. Once again, look at the sphere, emanating into her, looks like maybe her third eye chakra, right? You are a master of your mind, okay? Your mind is your paintbrush. Clock that T. You feel like you're being paused to prepare yourself. Exactly, you are. Yeah. I think I know what you're being prepared for, but I'm going to save that for your next personal reading because I feel like maybe one might be coming up soon or needing to come up soon. I'm not sure. We'll let Cleopatra handle it, but yeah, I have a feeling I know maybe a little bit of what's going on here. Let's get your final card. You're welcome, Lennon. You got the death card. Not the death card. Ooh, ooh, very Cleopatra, very T. All right, let's read. Let's read the death card. Death is scary. Endings, whether they are planned or surprise, are most often accompanied with a sense of anxiety, unease, or more strongly with denial and refusal to let go of the person, relationship, or situation that is ending, or I will say has ended. Endings always signify beginnings, as in the new beginnings card. This card urges you to let go gracefully. Do not attach yourself to the emotions and the energy of what is ending. Feel it, experience it, and then let go. A slight shift in perspective is sometimes all that is needed to experience this transition with grace and ease. Instead of thinking, oh no, I have to start all over, shift your perspective slightly and think, yay, I get to start all over. This shift will raise your energetic vibrations and carry you through this time of change. This card also can signify the ending of a troublesome situation. All right. Yes, Lennon. Thank you for getting a reading, Lennon. I appreciate it. I love y'all. All right, y'all. Ooh, this is a long live. This live is about to be 2 hours, child. This is about to be the live that you put on when you about to go to sleep, or you need something to watch when you about to eat something, or you have a long road trip, honey. All right, in the morning, a long commute to work or whatever it is. This is about to be that type of live. All right. Let's get to the collective for love. All right. See what's coming up for love for the collective. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and cleanse the cards once again. Let me just cleanse these cards for the collective. All right. Once again, last call for live readings. If anyone wants to donate for a live reading before I sign off for the night, get your live reading in. Even if someone who already donated and has another question, all right, get your donations in before I sign off for the night, or hold your peace until the next live. All right. All right, I just posted the link to purchase a live reading once again. So you can donate to purchase a live reading via the link in the chat, the PayPal, Cash App, Venmo on the screen. Please put your question with your donation if you can. Thank you so much. All right, for the collective, for the person watching this video, whether they're watching the live and or the replay, what's coming up for them in love? What's coming up in the love life? Whether single or coupled, for the person watching this video. All right. Whether they are watching the live and or the replay, what's coming up in love for the person watching this video? We looked at money. What's coming up for love now, Spirit? For the person watching this video, give us clarity and insight. What's the energy around love for the person watching this video? Page of voices, confusion, options, or juggling options. All right. But also needing to question, like, the intentions of these options, like what your needs and wants are. Like, there's an energy of a need to be mindful or self-aware of what energy are you attracting other energies to you from. Let me explain. We have the Page of Swords coming up once again, right, as the first card. A page typically denotes a young energy, a youthful energy, all right? A naive energy, immature energy. Maybe not necessarily someone looking for something serious, or maybe they are looking for something serious in love and dating, or they're in something serious in love and dating, but they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to navigate it mentally or communication wise. They don't know what the words to say. They don't know how to put their hands. They don't know, should I hold their hand? Should I say this? Should I say that? There's a lot of this going on with love and dating for a lot of y'all. Overthinking. right? No matter your age, it's like you're still learning, like, or it feels like you're still learning, right? Especially in this modern dating era that we're in, right? Like everyone is learning. Everyone is kind of starting from here, especially if you're single. But for some of y'all, even in relationships, you feel this though, low key, high key. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Banter, child. Banter, honey. Okay. The Hanged Muse. The Hanged Muse shows up connected to investments. The time, the money, the energy you've invested. For some of y'all, it's the time, the money, the energy. I hear for some of y'all the years you've invested that keeps you stuck, that keeps you in certain dynamics. Some of y'all are blind to a better opportunity, a better investment in love that you're not facing or you're not thinking about or you're not considering. For some of y'all, though, you're slowly turning around to this opportunity in love or dating, or you're slowly taking this opportunity more seriously in love or dating, okay? Hi, Hugo. I am still doing live readings. So if y'all want a live reading, once again, last call for live readings. Send your donation in for your live reading before I sign off for the night. You can send your donation via the link in the chat, which is posted in the chat, or the PayPal, Cash App, Venmo on the screen. All right. And please send your question with your donation or after your donation in the chat. Queen of Pentacles, connected to thoughts of mind communication for the collective when it comes to love and dating. Some of y'all are stuck on your ex, low key. And low key trying to see, have they moved on? Or have you moved on sooner than them? Are they doing better than you? Are you doing better than them? Some of y'all are carrying this energy into, for your singles people, some of y'all are carrying this into your future partner energy. Like, it's almost like you're not fully present with the with there's potential for you to not be fully present with a new person if you're stuck on your ex, and that's going to sabotage you. Let's read the Queen of Pentacles, or the Queen of Materials. All right. And your ex can even be someone from a few weeks ago, a few days ago, a few months ago, a few years ago, for some of you. All right. Let's read. Oh, child, I got the completely wrong book. Let me. Oh my God. When I've been on live for 2 hours. Okay, give me one more second. I will be right back. And we will finish the collective spread. And once again, last call for live readings. Be right back, y'all. We've been on live for almost 2 hours. It doesn't feel like that though. It kind of does, low key, actually, but it's not. It's been fun though. It kind of doesn't feel like it's been 2 hours, actually. Now that I think about it. All right, I'll be right back. Hi, love theorist. How are you, love theorist? How are you, people? My people, my people. I swear today feels like either a Thursday or like a weekend for some reason. A weekend live vibe. Maybe it's the full moon. But that's probably what it is. The death card. Some of y'all are dealing with an emotional transition. Emotionally letting something go, letting someone go. Once again, learning to slowly open up emotionally to new beginnings. So I have to say, either some of you may have either experienced either an emotional ending or transition, major change in a relationship, or possibly it's possible that soon you will enter some sort of ending, change, or shift in a relationship, particularly emotionally, or dealing with family, dealing with mother energy, possibly. I did say we were going to read the Queen of Materials, so let's read that real quick. Let's read. Mothering and nurturing energy, financial wealth and gain, unconditional love, prosperity, trusting in the universe to provide, lessons of lack and greed, abundance, earth energy, grounding, responsibilities, comforts. Some of y'all, I don't know why I get this. Some of y'all may be smothering your partner or the person you're dating or talking to. Be careful of that. Be careful of smothering or mothering the person you're dating or talking to. That's not what they're looking for from you. All right. I feel that very strongly. That's also not what attracted them to you or attracts them to you. Okay? All right, let's read the Queen of Materials once again for the collective. Strong and loving, determined and courageous, this queen stands beneath a poster of her upcoming prosperity and ascension premiere. The other muses lovingly tease her about her larger than life self promos, but she knows that she must walk the talk in order to model the path to self love and self acceptance. She wants to nurture this in all of us, this path to wealth, health, and joyful abundance. And her unconditional love means she will always teach us how to do it for ourselves instead of simply gifting prosperity. She will shower us with warm, nutritious meals and freshly dried linens to keep our spirits up. and offer a limitless supply of opportunities for comfort and security. She shares the message of being independent and accountable within her safety net of life. She reminds you to lean on family and nurture those around you, and to welcome in the prosperity and success that is yours for the taking now. Interesting. Some of y'all are open to love. The energies are present for you with love and things to progress in love. I just keep getting the energy for some of you, and for whoever this resonates with, take it and move forward with it. Once again, be careful of mothering the person you're dating or talking to, whether you're male and or female. Be careful of, I'll say it this way, be careful of parenting or smothering the person you're talking to or dating, okay? Thank you, Hugo, for your donation. Hugo, you'll be after this collective reading. Thank you for your donation once again. Thank you to the two people who have donated for live readings. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Collective love reading. Mhm. The death card. For some of you, I have to be honest, the death card could be a result of smothering and parenting or mothering. Look at how the moth is covering the person's mouth, almost like it's preventing them once again from breathing, like it's literally smothering them. Right. All right. Once again, give your partner space. Respect the flow. All right. Give them space to come, but also, or give them space to go, but also give them space to come back. All right. They know their way back. Trust that they know their way back. Trust that they will come back. Okay. And if they don't, that's information. Okay. Use it wisely. Nine of materials. Some of you are, in terms of love and dating, are actually reaching a completion of a cycle especially my single people are reaching a completion of a cycle in terms of honing your personal power as a single person, as someone with autonomy. So I'll say that even if you're in a relationship. All right. You've grown in your autonomy if you're in a relationship, but especially if you're single. And if you're single, this energy, this card here increases your chances of actually finding a partner. This increases your aura, right? This is taking the practical steps to level up. Nine of Pentacles is upgrading your wardrobe. Nine of Pentacles is upgrading your financial status. Nine of Pentacles is upgrading your physicality, your health. All right. Some of y'all have been working on this and it's gonna pay off. All right. Especially I want to say by the time we get to like late summer, July, August. All right. King of emotions, synergy in terms of emotions and emotional connection. Some of y'all may have an emotional connection show up connected to work or a routine that you will develop or will have developed by at least August or September. Could be important months with this. All right. For some of y'all in relationships, you and your partner may be building together. Whether you're building a business, building a routine that works for you in your relationship and your sense of stability. All right. There could be a connection to work. Some of y'all could be building the next phase of your relationship, a marriage, your wedding, your engagement parties or party or announcements that you're pregnant, something like that. Muse of inspiration. Some of y'all are dating someone who's either ready to take things to the next level or is considering going on a different path. All right. This person could have a lot of fire energy. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, there's a little bit more structure. But Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, there's a bit more structure. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, there's a need for action in a relationship or with someone you're dating. Either the person you're dating needs action or you yourself need action in some way, shape, or form. And either the person you're talking to or dating is going to come with you or you're going to go alone and or vice versa. All right. But Muse of inspiration is about not wasting time, going after something. Someone knows what they want. All right. Ooh, child. Some of y'all have something coming in strong. All right. By, I want to say fall season, fall equinox. Some of y'all have someone who's very clear on what they want when it comes to you. Someone's going to be very action oriented. This could be you. This could be someone else around the fall equinox. I'm going to stick to that. Okay. Three of emotion. Some of you have options. But it's like the illusion of options, but there's something about these options where they're very similar. All right. If you really look at them, it's about choosing once again which option is best for you. Or for some of you, I'm gonna say this is very specific to some of you. Either you choose the one that's best for you or you risk all of them finding out about each other. Now that's for someone specific in the room. I don't know who that's for, but let the message reach you, child. All right. For some of you in love and dating, you're in a journey of taking your personal power back. No longer letting the narrative define the future of your love life. You taking your power back from the narrative once again. Some of y'all have a glow up waiting for you in love and dating, especially if you've been through a lot of pain and heartbreak. You're coming into your Mary J. Blige era. You're coming into your Mark Anthony era, where you're turning pain into power in love and dating. Two of emotions. Y'all, a lot of y'all in love and dating are looking for someone who matches your emotional synergy. And I get it. But this is proof positive that there's someone out there for you that matches your emotional synergy. What have we been talking about this entire live? The flow. Look at the flow with these two. It's beautiful. It's organic. It allows both of them to be them and show up as they are, right? This is what you want. This is what you need. Why deprive yourself of this? All right? Why not be honest with yourself about what it is that you want? This is not emotional turbulence here, all right? And even if the water around them seems turbulent, they make it seem not so. It almost seems like time is standing still between these two, no matter what's going on around them. Isn't that true love? Isn't that often expressed or defined as what true love feels like? Time standing still. It's out there. All right. Figure out your flow first. Figure out your rhythm. Build your boat. All right. Once again, if it doesn't make sense, at this point we're at the over the 2 hour mark, so you may unfortunately have to go back to the very beginning. But at least you have a good block of content to watch. You can split this up between a week, child, if you really want to, or just a really long road trip. This is about to be a long live for the people, honey, for the collective. Thank you to everyone who just bought a live read or who just bought live readings. We had 3 people buy live readings, so we're about to do last minute live readings, y'all. All right. So we've had 3 people donate so far, so let me just keep track of who all has donated. We had Zarya donate, and then we had someone else donate, I thought. Hold on. Oh, Hugo. Hugo donated first. Okay. So we have Hugo, Zarya, and then I think Christina. So Hugo, you're up next. That's who donated. Okay. Last call for live readings. Last call for live readings. Last call, last call, last call, last call, last call for live readings. Yes. Okay. Let's see what your question is, Hugo. Okay. And let's see what we have going on, honey. Hugo's question is, thank you. Mark Anthony era. Was that a channeling? Ooh, Lennon. I didn't even catch that. Oh, you're currently watching Curse, Shaquia, and you like it? Oh my god, not with you watching it already. Yes, Love Theorist, I'm not going to cry era. That's what I'm talking about. Mary J. Blige, period. Oh my god, not with you watching Curse, Shaquia. You're making me want to watch it. Let me see if it's coming on TV tonight. I wish there was a way to like Google. I hope it's coming on tonight. Let's see. I don't see it coming on tonight or late this morning. Man. Well, I'm glad you like it, Shaquia. It is a pretty good movie. Once again, I feel like when I watched it at the movie theater when it came out, I didn't like it, but for some reason, 20 something years later, I'm like low key obsessed with it. I think because it's very 2000s. Like the color scheme, like the production, like the it's a very 2000s movie. Like it's very Y2K. Perfectly Y2K. Anyway, Hugo, let's get to your question. Wes Craven was such a good director. Like other than Scream, like not just Scream, like he was just a good director overall. Like once again, Wes Craven, who directed Scream 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which, by the way, Scream 4 is my absolute favorite Scream. I don't care. I love Jill Roberts. Emma Roberts is my favorite Ghostface. Okay. With that being said, Wes Craven was an amazing director. Okay. It is very 2000s, right, Shakia? Okay, thank you, Lennon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. By the way, I do sell Evil Eye bracelets on my website. If you would like an Evil Eye bracelet, check out my website. This is one I made for myself, but I can make a similar bracelet just like this for you available on my website. I literally never take this off. Never take it off at all. Look at the snapback. Look at the stretch. The stretch is barely there, really. I never take it off ever. All right. All right. Don't not even to shower. I don't take any of my jewelry off to shower. Now these are real jewel. Like this is real gold. This is real silver. This is real gold. Um, but these are real gemstones. So I don't take any of my jewelry off. Okay, Hugo. Let's get to your question. Hugo wants to know what is the next significant event in my life? Let's see. What is the next significant event in Hugo Perez 3149's life? What is the next significant event in Hugo Perez's life, Spirit? Give us clarity and insight. Hmm. Do I have that movie saved? Oh my god, Chiquia, you're making me want to watch Curse. I'm sorry. Let me see if I have it saved in my stuff. I don't think I have it saved. Ooh, Problemista. Okay, hold on, y'all. All right. Let me pay attention to Hugo. But I'm gonna save Curse. I'm gonna start recording Curse when it comes on TV, so I can just watch it whenever I want to. All right, Hugo. What is the next significant event happening in Hugo's life? Give us clarity and insight. Hugo, have you been working with Cleopatra? Why did I get a flash of Cleopatra? Have you worked with Cleopatra before, Hugo? Hold on, I'll be right back. Or maybe you need to work with Cleopatra, Hugo. Is Hugo in the chat? Hugo, please come to the podium. No, you have not. You might need to, Hugo. It might be time for you to. What's the next significant event in your life? I get the Six of Voices. You're definitely being prepared for the next phase. You're definitely being prepared for the next level, but in this deck, it denotes like maybe taking a leap of faith. It can denote possibly moving once again from one destination to the next, moving from one phase to the next, moving from one level to the next, but there's a physical transformation associated with it. All right. So you're moving from one level to the next internally, but it's going to show in your physicality as well, in some way, shape, or form. Hugo, is the evil eye bracelet for protection? Yes, it is, Miss Minnie. Once again, if you want an evil eye bracelet, it is for protection. All right, I wear these for protection. I make them for protection. Exactly, Miss Minnie. Okay. The world card, Hugo. Hugo, you've got some good luck, some good energy coming to you when it comes to your finances. This is a completion of a cycle, something coming full circle. I see a completion of a cycle when it comes to your money and finances. So I see a door opening. Something that was once blocked for you financially opens up. You may start to notice it definitely around April or May, which is this time frame. Definitely within the next 2 to 21 days, or over the span of weeks, I'll say 2 to 21 weeks. Okay. Two of materials connected to your thoughts, your mind. It's interesting though, because virtual materials sometimes can represent transition. So once again, I see you being in a transition phase in some way. Um, Nine of Voices. I see something big happening with your money and finances sooner than you think. Once again, April, May, 2 to 21, literally days, weeks, or months. So I'm wondering, did you apply for something soon, or are you up for review maybe, or are you going on a trip soon? Something good is coming sooner than you think. I get the Hierophant connected to one-on-one relationships. This is a card of trusting your instincts, your psychic awareness becoming more heightened. All right. Via experiences, but also via maybe something you're manifesting. I see you becoming more intentional in dating and love, and this paying off. All right. Something major could come through that you start assessing in love and dating in a way that there's once again potential by September, October. So there could be a connection that comes through around that time where you start to seriously assess it. It activates your psychic instincts, it activates your psychic awareness. All right. A relationship with potential, whether that potential be romantic and or something else with a greater purpose. All right. I get the Four of Voices. It's interesting, Hugo. It's like you're daydreaming and manifesting about something that where it's like, oh, this would be nice, or imagining this kind of life, but you're literally on the cusp of it. Like there's someone within earshot, or there's someone around you that's tied to this exact thing you're imagining or wishing or hoping for, but you're living in it once again by September, October, November. I get the Nine of Emotions connected to your need for freedom, your need for expansion. But see, your need for expansion could be limited by your sense of loyalty. Clock that T, Hugo. Your need for expansion could be limited by your sense of loyalty to the wrong people, the wrong things. I'll clarify that. Clock that T. All right. I get a Queen of Emotions. This could be your energy or someone else's. who could be intricate in giving you clarity, or this could be you getting clarity, gaining clarity once again, moving forward, becoming more psychically aware. But I get the Six of Materials as your last card. I think, Hugo, you're manifesting an opportunity where it's aligned for you. You're aligned for it, and you just need to learn to stay in the flow. All right? Because it's in this flow that other opportunities will come once again. All right? And those other opportunities may not be directly related to the opportunity itself. Once again, it's like maybe you get a big opportunity related to your career or your job, but through that opportunity, comes other opportunities funneled, and maybe one of those funnels is a love opportunity, a relationship opportunity, right? Or something else. So it feels like Spirit is saying, get in the flow and stay in the flow. It's in the flow that everything will align for you. All right. It's like you're looking at it as, okay, if I succeed in career, if I succeed in my job, all right, then, but what about love, kind of thing. But it's like, but Spirit is saying to you, but what if you're, succeeding in your love, or blah, blah, blah. What Spirit is saying, I feel like I'm getting overly excited. Spirit is saying, but what if you succeeding in your career and your job somehow brings love, the love you're looking for? So it's not up to you to separate or to negotiate how things show up. Sometimes they show up in one package, not several different packages, okay? Or through one medium. It's like you're looking for a UPS package when your package, your shipment is coming through FedEx, all right? Hugo, if that makes sense. Be open to how it shows up. It's showing up. Just be open to how it shows up. How do you work with Cleopatra? Um, a lot of people start by getting a statue. So maybe getting a small statue or a small memento of her, maybe even a keychain or something. Um, something meaningful and memorable that you can treat with honor that invites her in. All right. But also getting a personal reading, maybe getting a mediumship reading is also a good way, Hugo. And also the mediumship readings, you don't have to get the phone directly. You can get it recorded if you want to. All right, but I would start by getting like a statue, a small statue, or like a keychain, something meaningful that represents Cleopatra, and then that invites her in, and then build from there, Hugo. Okay, let's get your final card. It's a final card for Hugo. Duality. Ooh. Duality. Yes. Let's read Duality number 30. 30, 30, 30. Hugo, Duality. It says, how often do you feel that you want things in your life to change now? Oh, wait, no. That's divine timing. Why do I feel like that may have been also a card that may have been good for you though? But anyway, um black and white, good and evil, yes and no, up and down, want and don't want. These are all examples of dualistic thinking. What if you banned these labels from your thoughts for a day? What would happen? Would the world end? Doubtful. Would some person get away with something? No. Would you attach less emotion to a bad situation or drama? Possibly. If that happened and there was less attachment to a situation, you could keep your vibrations higher, which would enable you to deal more successfully with any situation that comes your way. Given enough time, most bad situations work out in the end. It is your choice to be drama free or spend a lot of time and energy wasted on a situation that will turn out okay in the end. What do you choose? No, but it was good divine timing, that is, right? But should I just read divine timing then? Let me just read the divine timing card too. Why not? Divine timing. How often do you feel that you want things in your life to change right now? Not 2 years from now, not even 2 months, but right this instant. Seldom do we see the whole picture of why our lives are unfolding the way they are. We don't need to. What we need to do is surrender to the way things are right now. This doesn't mean to not take action when a situation in untenable. I don't know what that means. What it means is to let your life unfold before you so that you have access to all the information, all the lessons and all the people you will need to go where you are headed. Divine timing is at work in this situation. Try not to fight it. Instead, go within during meditation and ask the question you want answers to. Why not now? How can I best prepare myself? What lessons do I need to learn prior to this change I want to see? You will get the answers. Interesting. All right, I think Zarya was next. Zarya's second reading for the night. Okay, texting the questions. All right, Zarya's second question. You're welcome, Hugo. Thank you for getting a reading with me. Thank you for getting a reading. Thank you for being a friend. Oh, wait. Shaquia says Christina Ricci is such my vibe, so I knew I would like it. I love Christina Ricci in that movie. She is such a vibe in that movie. Like her outfits, her entire vibe. Like she's in such control of the entire movie. I love it. Like I wonder what she's up to these days. All right. Next is Zarya. Let's see what's up with Zarya. Let's check back in with Zarya. All right. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. We're about to end the video. We're about to end the live stream. We've been on for almost 3 hours. I know it doesn't seem like that, maybe for some of you. Maybe it does. But crazy enough, we've been on for almost 3 hours. This is the longest live stream we've done in a long time. It's been fun. Last call for live readings. So if you would like a live reading, all right, send your donation in via the link in the chat or the PayPal Cash App Venmo on the screen. If you would like to get a reading, please send your question after your donation or with your donation as well. All right. Zarya's next, and then we're gonna get into. I think Christina is the last person. unless someone else donates. So we have 2 more people, and then I'm going to sign off, y'all. This has been so fun. Okay. Love Theory says level long live. It has been really fun, hasn't it? All right, Zarya's second question. It's 1 a.m. here. There's no need to do a 2 a.m. live. This is the prime time and the 2 a.m. live all in one. All right, Shaquia's question, Zarya's question is, sorry, Shaquia. I'm an RBT. My client will be gone for the summer. Will my job find me a summer school client, or will I need to go to another company for one? Let's see. Will Zarya's job find her a summer school client this summer, or will Zarya have to go to another company to find a summer client for her RBT work? Give us clarity and insight. Will Zarya find a summer school client, or will she have to go to another company? Give us clarity and insight, Spirit. Thank you. I get the chariot right off the bat. I do feel like I see you getting a client either way. I think you are highly sought after, or you are highly placeable. You are highly attainable. I see you being placed. You may receive good news possibly within the next 7 days, 7 weeks, all right, about getting a placement, or um finding a student to work with, another student to work with, or possibly your current student. I get the 8 of voices though, connected to money, finances. I'm not sure of the summer hours. It's possible maybe the summer hours could be different, but I still see you being placed nonetheless. The page of voices does show up. I do feel like also though with these summer hours, or this summer what's the word, Spirit? This summer interim could bring a season of change or changes that are particularly outside of your control. So summer may be a time to go with the flow as well, Zarya. Summer may be also a good time to have other streams of income to also fall back on and rely on. All right. I get a Queen of Pentacles though, so this does feel like a parent or a parent figure, either like literally a parent of one of the students that you end up tutoring or helping over the summer, or someone that could help place you once again. All right. 6 of Inspiration shows up, which is success, purpose, showing and proving that you're good at this, that you can produce results time and time again, which increases your likelihood of once again being chosen for an opportunity. I do get a Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords definitely could have high standards in terms of choice or decision making strategy, facing the Death card connected to one-on-one relationships. So it's possible you may have to go to another company. All right. Once again, either you'll have to go to another company from the start, and or I'll say it this way, Zarya, once again, something may change where you may have to abruptly go to another company. So I would say from the start, be open to another company to maybe avoid this issue or the brunt of this issue altogether. All right. Page of inspiration. Could quite literally be a student. A page is typically someone under the age of 30. All right. Whether they're 20, 15, so on and so forth. All right. Um, I just feel like there's a need to have other streams of income and be open to things changing midway. All right. Possibly. Like, even if the student themselves or the client themselves go on vacation, it's like, okay, didn't see that coming, but all right, like, have a plan B, C, D, whatever it is, just in case change occurs. All right. Because there's a likelihood that change could occur that leaves you feeling stranded if you're not careful. Okay. Of course, Zarya and anyone else knows if you want more clarity, you can get a personal reading. Let's get Zarya's last card. Zarya, you got Sacred Space. This came out for one of you earlier. Sacred Space. Maybe creating a sacred space can also increase your chances. Showing that, when you're working with your students, it becomes a sacred space. It says find a spot in your home or office that you can access easily. Create a sacred spot just for you. This will be a place for you alone. If a space is at a premium then a shelf or corner will do. Put here only those items that hold significant meaning to you and touch you on a deep personal level. Examples are photos of loved ones, rocks, feathers, shells. Place a candle even if it cannot be lit. This signifies the element of fire and represents the flame of Creator's love for you, the fire of creation or purification. Perhaps fire means something entirely different to you. Use this space to go to daily, even if it's just for a few moments, to ground and calm yourself. Working this into your daily routine will bring you up to a place of greater understanding. All right. All right, Zarya. Thank you for doing a reading with me, and thank you to whoever just donated for another live reading. Oh wait, no. I thought that was a donation. My bad. We have one last donation, and that is Christina. Let me get to Christina's question. And once again, if any of y'all have any last minute live questions, literally you have like 10, 15 minutes. All right. Last call for live questions. I'm going to sign off after the last live reading, which is about to be done right now. So once again, if anyone has any last live questions they want to ask, speak now or hold your peace. Christina. Oh, wait. Did you put your question with the PayPal maybe? Let me see. Is Christina in the room? Christina, are you here? Please put your question in the chat if you're here. Is Christina in the room? I just texted Christina. I'm texting Christina right now once again, asking her to put her. Oh, Christina's gotten a reading before. Good, 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 good. That means if we don't hear from Christina, then I can at least contact her. She's contacted me before, so it looks like she got a reading 2 years ago at the very least. So, Christina, if you're in the room, please put your question in the chat. While we wait for Christina, thank you all so much for joining me tonight. This was a really fun live stream. We literally went 2 hours. Let me look at the time so far. We are literally at 2 hours and 47 minutes. Okay, yay. Christina put her question. All right, you guys. Last live reading. I lost track of how many live readings we had in this chat tonight. Y'all came through with the live readings tonight, honey. Thank you for cleansing, clearing the energy of these decks. When you pass reading in Jesus' name, I pray and thank you. Amen, amen, and amen. Christina will be the last live for tonight. I am also available for personal readings. Christina says she can't access the chat, which is fine. So we will take her question. Will I get a full class for summer school? Let's see. Will Christina get a full... Oh, wait. Let me fix the name real quick. Hold on. All right, let's see. I've been noticing school is changing for the kids these days. And the college students, to be honest with you, right? Will Christina get a full class for summer school? Will Christina get a full class for summer school? Will Christina get a full class for summer school? The Temperance card. The Temperance card is recognizing change is happening and you yourself either are changing with the times or need to change with the times. Is the first thing I'm getting, Christina. There's a recognition on a soul level that schooling, whatever grade you teach, is changing, and you either are or need to change with the times, okay? The muse of inspiration. I get something about graduation for summer school. So summer school, as a child that went to summer school growing up, summer school is the forgotten class. Summer school is often the forgotten era, right? The era that didn't really get any love. I don't know why for you, Christina, I get actually like a graduation from summer school. Like creating a memory that these kids that are going to come to you this summer want to come back to in one way, mentally, but then will literally want to come back to physically as well, which creates a domino effect, if that makes sense, okay? Oh, you teach college. Got it. I get the lover's card connected to thoughts, the mind communication. You may need to get the word out there. You may need to promote. You may need to cross promote. So there may be a cross reference adjunct professor or class that Actually could be a good promotion tool for the both of you in some way. I don't know why I get something history related, maybe. All right. Two of emotions. I feel like summer school is where you can put a little bit more of your heart into the experience, a little bit more of your creativity into the experience, making it more meaningful for yourself and your students, Christina. All right. There's more leeway, I feel like, with summer school. Were the Breakfast Club kids in summer school or were they in detention? Remind me of the distinction of in that movie. The hermit card. Whatever the outcome, I don't think it's just you. I think other adjuncts are also feeling this same shift. All right. So as a professor, there's a need to make an internal adjustment, is what I hear. I get the Wheel of Fortune. I do think you will get students. I think it's possible the class will be full enough. I don't know if the class will be necessarily all the way full right away. I don't get that energy, but I keep getting word of mouth. Or if certain classmates, certain students have good experiences in your class, they will tell other students. They will tell other people. So I don't know how that works. If other people can enter your class midway, or maybe it's like other people will sign up more the next season, something like that. All right. I get the death card though connected to one-on-one relationships. I think the issue is the students of today don't feel like they are being nurtured one-on-one. They may feel like they're a number. All right. Maybe specifically related to the school you teach at. Knight of Swords shows up. Connected to endings, changes, transformations. Page of Emotions. I do feel like you may also have a mixed bag here in terms of the students you do have that take your class. I feel like part of the mixed bag will include students who kind of are sure of where they're going and know where they're going, but then you're gonna have a mixed bag here where it's like there's uncertainty, there's anxiety. All right, they're gonna look to you as the leader, the hope. Okay, the Emperor does show up, connected to long-term goals, long-term aspirations. The Seven of Inspiration. And the Knight of Emotion shows up. Once again, I feel like if you don't have a big turnout this year, if you put your heart and soul into it, Christina, you could end up having a big turnout the next year, the next season, via word of mouth, because maybe the students that you invested in this year had such a memorable experience that they tell other students, other people, all right, other descendants, all right, whatever it may be. So it's about creating a myth, creating a legend, right, for yourself. Marketing. It's not just about the current students, the current buyers who are buying into what you're selling. Think of the future buyers, the future, you know, investors. Okay, I'm all over the place. I hope that makes sense, Christina. My mind is very multi-layered, as you can see. Final card for Christina, but also this live has literally been 3 hours straight. So I love y'all. Final card for Christina, and then I'm signing off. I love you guys so much. Christina, you got joy. Make it joyous for yourself and your students, okay? Joy. Let's read. Joy. We are created in joy. The balance of energy and higher vibration brings us closer to divine love, pure joy. Joy can be a destination, but it can also be the vehicle that you use to get to that destination. Faith, grace, gratitude, and love all merge together at different times and in different amounts to create joy. There is love, growth, tears, change, and self realization in this card. This card portends a happy and joyous time. Make your class joy filled, Christina. All right? You may have a shift even on the first day from the second day. Okay? Once again, I don't know the turnaround or how that works, in college, and things of that nature, but that's what I see for you. So, all right, y'all. I love y'all so much. This turned into literally 3 hours. We are at 2 hours and 57 minutes. This is crazy. We have not had this long of a live in a long time. I appreciate you all. For anyone who has made it this far, let me show you my website, all right, for you to get a personal reading. Because if you've made it this far in this video, child, you are a true watcher, audience member, and loyal, just a loyal, person, child. All right. Let me show you my website so I can repay that loyalty back to you via truth and insight and clarity, honey. A reading. All right. This is my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. Once you've reached this page, you know you're on the right page. You can scroll down and read reviews. Definitely check me out on my social media pages where I do weekly horoscopes. If you would like to purchase a reading, go to my store section. All right, I offer many different types of things. I offer email readings, video recorded readings, sent to your email, both sent to your email, 15-minute, 30-minute, hour-long phone readings, candles, including open roads, protection, love, money, cleansing, as well as custom candles, individual birth chart readings, compatibility birth chart readings, mediumship readings, 12-month ahead predictive birth chart readings, merch, handmade evil eye bracelets, once again, past life readings, tarot classes, astrology classes, astrocartography readings, spiritual development classes, and so much more. If you'd be interested in any of these things, definitely check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. I love y'all. This has been so fun. We're gonna have to do this again sometime. 3 hours? Ciao. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Remember, I do have a new album out. It's called Witch's Anthem. Available on all streaming platforms. Bye, everyone. Wicked is as wicked does. I shut you down, and that's because you kept coming for me. Now I'm the wicked witch. It's the new story you're trying to pitch. I won't lay down for you. Now I'm the struggler. You might as well call me Alphaba. You're so sick in the head because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Wicked is as wicked does. I shut you down, and that's because you kept coming for me. Now I'm the wicked witch. It's the new story you're trying to pitch. I won't lay down for you. Now I'm the struggler, you might as well call me Alphaba. You're so sick in the head, because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket, ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked, it's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket, ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket, ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked, it's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket, ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket, ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked, it's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket, ticket to Oz.